Why I love marketing so much makes this not complicated, right? Like if you can nail what I just told you for pretty much any business, everything opens up. It becomes so much easier. Like not only from marketing, but from operations, sales. When everyone's aligned and doing the same thing over and over and aligned that we're servicing the same type of client over and over, so much easier. Like you can build actual expertise inside your business with people, like real deep knowledge expertise, which is incredibly valuable. The point is I have 3 companies that I operate. I have Webrus, I have the Blueprint Training, which is specifically focused on agencies. And then I have Ryan Stewart Consulting, which is the model that I'll kind of pitch to you. And it's the same model that I use to market all of my businesses. So the one key driver that I use is like long form video. I do a lot of video. I'm good on video. I practiced for years, even though I'm a crazy introvert. That's like the one long form piece of content that I use. I don't want to call it like the Gary Vee model, but it like borrows some stuff from Gary Vee, borrows some stuff from this guy. His name is Chris Walker. I don't know if you've seen him with Refine Labs, but essentially what I do is I sit down with my partner once per week on Webrus. You can go to our YouTube channel. We just started doing this for Webrus like 2 months ago. We sit down once a week. We pick a topic that is about anything related to law firm problems that they have with marketing, sales, and acquisition or technology, right? So yesterday, for example, we spoke about, and we'll kind of make it conversational, right? And you might not have a partner, so you might have to do this on your own, but I'm just going to give you our plan of go-to-market. So we sit down, we have a 15 to 20 minute conversation topic. We both we'll send it to each other on Slack. We'll be like, hey, take like a couple bullet points. So we have talking points coming up. And we'll kind of go back and forth. He'll ask me questions. I'll ask him questions. The topic of this one was, do Facebook ads work for law firm lead generation? So we talked through that, talked through some strategies, boom, done. 15 minutes, clip it. And then I have video editing team. I pay $1,500 a month to do all my YouTube editing, all my video editing. They also do like video clips and shorts. So that one piece of long form content, 20 minutes, that's kind of like the target. Topically focused for attorneys. It might not get 1 million views. It'll get 200 views, but those 200 views are far more impactful than like me getting a video to go viral about SEO, because it's just going to be nonsense. People in Pakistan, just like not really valuable for running my business. So I publish that on YouTube. I then take it and I also put it as a podcast. So now I've got 2 long form pieces of content on different platforms: YouTube getting views, podcast getting views, and then I'll have it written into a blog post. So again, you can go to log.webrus.org, check out our blog, our articles. You'll see all this up there. It's like the exact model that I push on people. So I've got basically 3 pieces of content there, right? Blog post that's going to hopefully rank in organic search, video picking up views organically, and then a podcast for audio. Then all I do is I email those out once per week to promote them. So then the other thing is like, okay, now we have to build a targeted email list, which is like one of the most undervalued marketing assets that there is, even though like email's been one of the best channels for decades now. Does that make sense? That's kind of like a content strategy, right? Now that I have that content, that's like the hardest part too, because now once I have those, then I can go on LinkedIn and now I have something to talk about. I can kind of summarize though. I can take pieces from it. For example, we did this one that comes to mind. I think the first one that we did was we talked about the best strategies for law firms to generate leads. And we went back and forth. I was like, Facebook ads, and we ranked it and reviewed it. It was a pretty cool piece of content, actually. Now I was able to take those and push those into short form, long form pieces of content for LinkedIn organically. The key is not to promote the actual episode, but just to promote the idea, the concept. And that's where people get lost. They get too focused on promoting a video or a blog post. It's like, no, what matters is the concept. What matters is the consumption. What matters is that people see it, because this is how marketing works. You need to build an ecosystem that's spreading naturally and connected naturally. And like, if they want to work with you, they'll find you. Like people find me through LinkedIn all the time and they hit me up. It's like, they never go to my website. They don't even know what I offer sometimes, but they're like, I really like what you said. You got a really neat point of view. We've got this problem with X. Let's talk about it. Boom, done. So you can use that content to then feed like your micro content on LinkedIn, and Twitter's another pretty good one as well, depending on what industry you want to target. So from there, then we just run paid traffic on Facebook, because Facebook for us has been, I have a very, very good media buyer. We've been working together for like 8 years. I create video content. It's really what kind of drives Facebook ads. So there's called 3 types of campaigns that we run on Facebook. One of them is direct response marketing acquisition. So what we do is we just basically run traffic to book what we call a traffic projection analysis. And this is kind of key. So I'm looking at your website now, the button is let's chat. That's fine. For people that have come to your website, they've probably already decided that they're interested, they know what you do, and they might want to work with you. So that call to action is fine for people that are deep in funnel. But this is the mistake that, again, that most agencies make, is they sell on services, which is a very small part of the market, when you need to sell on pain points and problems, which is a much bigger part of the market, which opens up the funnel. So for us, what we do is we came up with pre-step call to action, which we call our traffic projection analysis, right? Or our lead projection analysis. So instead of being like, hey, get a proposal, which is for people that are all the way down funnel, which is also why proposals don't convert very well, because you send out proposals to people who don't want proposals. They just want to discover about your services, just want to find out what you do. It's too kind of pre-intent. So we came up with this traffic projection analysis, lead projection analysis, where we actually just turned it into pieces of software. software, but essentially it's just a spreadsheet that pulls in keyword data from SEMrush and builds a forecast. And basically the value prop now is, instead of get a proposal, it's, hey, find out what your market potential is, find out what your addressable market is, find out what your competitors are doing. That inherently has a lot more value to an audience than, hey, get a proposal so I can sell my shit to you. It's, let me show you about you, because that's what people care about. They care about themselves, they don't care about you. So we built that, and then we're able to run that as a direct response ad to people on Facebook, to lawyers, easy to target, so we're booking, like, that's a lead generation tactic. 2 is more of an email capture tactic to build the email list, which we're running people to a video that walks people through our lead generation strategy. So essentially it's like, this is the best way for lawyers to generate leads in 2023. Opt in, get the video, build the email list. And then that video also books a lot of calls for us too, because it's like the timeshare model, right? If somebody watches a 15-minute video of you talking about the strategy that's built for them, then there's a button underneath that says book a call. That's where about 50% of our leads come from, actually, through that. And then the third one is just like reach and awareness, where we're taking video content and just pushing it out to relevant audiences, to build audiences, and then feed kind of like, again, this whole ecosystem, this whole online buzz. So that is it in a nutshell, right? It's a lot, and it's a lot of energy, a lot of effort. But once you get that set up, it's really fed by that one video that we sit down to record every week, right? Now we've got, because the name of the game here is consistency. That's what people don't get. It's like, people put all this energy into one video, but it's like, dude, people's attention spans, they scroll by and it's gone. You got to do it over and over and over and over again in order for it to really hit and resonate. So that's like our marketing system. That to me is like the best way to do B2B marketing right now. And it's still kind of a blue ocean because people don't want to figure out video. They don't want to figure out how to do it consistently. They just don't. It's just too much work and too much effort.